Do you think this is sustainable, this decline in oil? What do you think happened in the last 2 weeks?
Well, not too much happened, but that's kind of representative of how the markets are broken. You used to have a lot of oil and gas companies that would sell into the market and they would be circuit breakers. They've disappeared for now. You also had a lot of speculative money come into crude oil and particularly gasoline or RBOB. I think there's a little thread of fear in them now. I personally think that we haven't seen the last of the $5 plus national averages, but we've definitely gotten a break now. And if things revert to the mean, we may see prices of about 475 on average, which is better, but it's kind of like a 101 degree fever is better than 104.
Yeah, for sure. But, the market has been trading down as the economy has slowed down. And we've got these new headlines this morning from the Federal Reserve's Bullard. And Bullard is saying that things are going well. He says that he is bullish on business investment. Bullard says inventory adjustments have been very unusual and that he thinks that the U.S. will be fine. Rate hikes will slow economy to trend pace of growth. It doesn't appear that he is expecting a recession. He says it will be a moderate slowing in the economy. So has it been overdone that oil prices went down on a slowing demand? You've got one of the leaders in the Federal Reserve saying that he's pretty bullish on the economy right here.
Well, you can be bullish on the economy, but not necessarily bearish on oil prices. And I think July, without question, is the highest demand month. And in July and August, we really have to cross our fingers that no refining infrastructure gets damaged by hurricanes or by the electric grid, which seems to be not incredibly stable at parts of the Gulf Coast. So we need a little bit of the luck of the Irish here, and I wouldn't depend on that necessarily.
Wow. Well, yeah, that's a good point, especially since lawmakers are expecting blackouts because of the pressure that you referred to. Tom, what about that big oil meeting yesterday at the White House? Big oil executives met with Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm, and they saying that it was, quote, constructive, but there were no major breakthroughs, Tom. Any thoughts on this whole of government approach to getting oil down and moving away from fossil fuels, Tom?
Well, let's be candid. The Congress, or excuse me, not Congress, but the oil industry and the Biden administration have been like the Hatfields and the McCoys. So there was progress. And what I'm hearing is the progress was on relaxing some of the summer standards for gasoline so that you can put some cheap components in it and swell the gasoline pool. I think a lot of refiners would like to see that. That would mean we'd be able to import stuff that doesn't meet U.S. muster in the summer. And it's a positive sign. Unfortunately, positive signs between now and, let's say, the middle of August may be just overwhelmed if we have an active tropical season.
Yeah, it sounds like you're expecting prices to stay elevated, Tom.
I am. I think for gasoline, we go back above 5 and, apocalyptic numbers come into play with hurricanes. The thing that people have to watch and is really insidious for inflation are the values for diesel and jet fuel. Stocks of those fuels are not building. They're tight internationally. And that's where, we're going to have to pay the piper in the last 100 days of the year.
That's a great point. Tom, good to see you this morning. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Maria. Have a good weekend.
All right. And to you.